That was great. I love that video. It's fantastic.
Fucking good, isn't it?
Good morning, OGs. Good morning, gangsters. Good morning, everybody. How are we today?
Yeah, man, I'm all good. I'm all good.
Excellent. We have me, How the OG, and we have Crypto Buddy the OG with us here on stream today. And of course, you want to know the Don function. So,
morning, evening.
All right. Wow, straight in with the questions from the audience. Okay. Well, tell you what, we're going to get to the questions a little bit later today because we actually have something pretty exciting to share about today. I'm not sure if you guys are aware, and we kind of got a little vocal about it. We're bringing 5 new vaults to Gangster Finance.
Woo!
So, yeah,
boy.
Thought it was about time to expand the repertoire, so to speak.
Oh, yes. Good time. What's it? Like 7 weeks after launch or 8 weeks after launch?
I mean, something like that. We've certainly had some time to let the platform settle in. And yeah, look, so far we've had an amazing result. Just the other day, I saw that our TVH, the total deposited since day one, was all the way up over the 600,000 mark.
Nice. Great.
Of course, with Bitcoin's correction and all, we've dropped a little bit below that. But I'm pretty confident that we're going to smash past that again today, or at least in the next couple of days. So let's get to it, shall we, boys?
Yeah, man. Show us these new vaults.
Okay, cool. So, so guys, just letting you know that we are going to keep this one to be kind of a short stream. What we're going to do, we're going to run through the new vaults that we're bringing. We're going to run through how that works. Okay. We're also going to run through what the Gangster Reserve is, and we're doing a giveaway.
Nice. I love giveaways.
Oh, yeah.
Crypto Buddy likes giving away more than getting a giveaway.
All right. So, look, let's go ahead and jump in. Boom! There it is. Ladies and gentlemen.
So what vaults we got there?
All around the world. We have Cake, we have DAI, we have Chainlink, we have Cardano, and we have ETH.
Ooh, nice.
5 solid choices, I think.
Yeah, man. Good choices.
So these ones here are what we call V1.2 vaults. And these ones are actually kind of special. These ones are a little bit of a step up from the last ones. They sort of help us to prepare for our next leg up. If everybody remembers from last week, we did an announcement that Gangster Finance is running an MGE very soon for GFI token. And that is definitely still in the pipeline. We're working hard. I'm working hard on the code for the website on that part, and that's definitely coming along the pipeline. But we thought it's time to get these vaults out here and generate some more fresh interest here. So these V1.2 vaults are a little bit different than the first ones. So as usual, there is the 10% in and out fees, so nothing's changed there. But the breakdown of how the fee is used actually has changed a little bit as well. Okay, so what we're looking at here is when a 10% fee is taken. Okay, in the first vault, it would be that 8 of those 10 pieces would go into the drip pool, and then 2 of those pieces would be instantly dispersed between everyone who was in the relative vault. This time round, we've changed it. So 6 of those pieces will go to the drip pool. 2 of those pieces are still instantly dispersed, but then 2 pieces remaining, as in the 2 that we took off the drip there, are actually now fueling a buyback, which actually runs into a Gangster Reserve. So I'll explain what that is in a minute. So just quickly to get Cross's question there, no, the vaults do not auto-compound. These vaults are the same compounding behavior as the V1 vaults. There you go. So,
how does the reserve work then, man?
So the Gangster Reserve is a specialized contract that I pulled together. And what it allows the Gangster Finance contracts to do is to essentially, well, first of all, the Gangster Reserve is, as I said, fueled by these V1.2 vaults from the buyback. So two pieces get, say, for example, if I did a drop into the cake vault, if I deposited into the cake vault, then it would take the small portion of cake, the two pieces, and it would actually buy back BUSD at the moment. Okay. And then, so what happens after it swaps that for the BUSD is it sends that to the Gangster Reserve contract. Okay. Now, Gangster Reserve is basically just a contract that holds these buyback funds for whatever the ecosystem might need. I'm actually in the midst of writing a contract which will allow us to tell the reserve, hey, put some of that fund into one of these 10 vaults. So what's pretty cool about it is that it actually builds up a little bit of a reserve. So say, for example, if we do feel like one of the vaults needs a drip pool boost or whatever, we might be able to tell this contract that I'm writing, hey, take some of that out of the reserve and put it into that drip pool. So that's certainly one of the things that we've got intended here. And the other cool part about it is that when we bring GFI, we're going to switch it all so that the 5 vaults here that do the buybacks start buying back GFI.
Cool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's right. You guys heard that right. Buybacks are going to be changed over to GFI when we release our token out there.
So that's going to be a lot of GFI buying, baby.
So whatever these vaults now is actually adding to liquidity for the GFI token before it's even released.
Almost. Okay. Remember what I said is that the Gangster Reserve allows us to tell the reserve, and this new contract I'm building will allow us to drop the funds basically wherever we need. Okay. So one of the things is going to be into the vaults here, into the drip pools. But then, as I said, we can, absolutely. We're building up a reserve for whatever the ecosystem needs. So that would be a nice jump start of liquidity for GFI token as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so
So
good.
how about that, guys? What do you think?
Yeah, man. I think that's fucking good.
Yep. Basically, I'm saying it's going to be funding our gangster party. P-A-R-T. Why? Because I gotta.
Man, that's so fucking
The
good.
The vaults are going to be feeding GFI. It's going to be stupid.
That's it. It's going to go off tap.
Seriously.
Yeah. So the dashboard is following the same design as I put out last week on the stream when we updated the V1s here. And as you'll notice, we got 5 here labeled V1. Hey, thanks for joining us, ENJ Gold. Good to see you there, man. Thanks for jumping in.
Buddy. I like the party.
We like.
I thought I smelled something. I knew ENJ Gold was here.
Yes. Okay. So
when are these going to go live then, function?
So these vaults, I'm actually doing final checks over the website code, and with all due, they're going to go live today. So
nice.
Here's how it's going to work. Once I finish the final checks over everything, making sure that it's all clean and smooth and everything else, I'm going to put an announcement up in the Gangster Finance Telegram. Okay? So actually, you know what? Let's take a break and let's take a few seconds because I'm pretty sure it is actually all good to go. Let me whoops.
What's the estimated APY on the cake vault? Ooh. Don't know yet.
Wait and see. APY is relative to your positions, so that's entirely up to you guys. How much you guys get in there and how much you jump around, Wow, I am mentioning so many good songs by name today.
Okay. So, whilst you're doing those checks then, let's talk a little bit about the MGE, right? What sort of time frame are you thinking about the MGE?
So time frame for the MGE, honestly, as soon as possible. So for those who and I'm going to use the term as I did last week, for those with inquisitive minds, I'm going to lay it out in black and white exactly where I'm at. So at the moment, I am in the midst of composing the JavaScript components for the MGE and the staking pages. Okay, so that means that like all of the magic pieces that make it all work properly. That's actually what I'm still working on at the moment. But then once I complete that, I'll be rounding up all the OGs. We'll swing it into testing. And then, yeah, we're going to have a big old gangster party. It's going to be sweet.
Yeah, don't forget everybody to DCA BNB for the MGE.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to need BNB, though. So really, it's, a little bit each day. It's a good way to go.
Yeah, man.
Got a DCA G for the MGE. Get some BNB. It's easy, you see.
All day, every day.
Oh, man. Wait, do you want to know how I'm feeling about the vaults?
How are you feeling about the vaults?
I let that one go for a bit longer than usual.
That was cool, though. Oh, dear. Okay, so let me just jump over into another tab here real quick. I'm going to pull up the hosting, and I'm actually just going to make sure that this goes off without a hitch here. Okay.
Okay, buddy. So, are we releasing it live on stream now?
Well, I mean, that's why I'm going through the preparations right now, is to see if we can actually do that. Yeah.
Ooh.
So.
Should I, before you do it live, then I do like that little intro video, and it will count people down for when they go live.
Oh, countdown video.
Oh, countdown video. Means I get to watch the Doge sell again.
Yeah, all right, then go on. Do it.
Just let me know when you want it played.
All right. Hold on a second. All right. Oh, that's the other thing, guys, as well. I have something else to show you about the website that I'm not sure if many of you knew as well. So I'll run through that in just a second.
Okay.
So
whilst we're doing that, then let's just quickly talk about the old vaults, and just talk about how well those are doing at the moment as well, because they've still got pretty high percent APYs, haven't they?
Yeah, they certainly do. I'm impressed. I'm very impressed by that.
Me too. Me too. BUSD
I'm pretty
is
sure the BUSD one's over 100%, isn't it?
That's what I'm saying. Triple digits APY on a stable coin. Come on.
Come on.
I know she's been around
a little bit funny. Hey, 101%. Look at that, boys.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
101%. So yeah. All right.
Okay, so I guess everyone who's on stream or watching wherever you are, I suggest you go and get your bags now and get ready to deposit, because first in is the better position, I guess.
Well, it's not even so much that, it's longest in actually, but yeah, first in always helps.
First in, longest in. There we go.
That's it. First in, longest in. Let's go, boys. All right, ready? I think this is okay. Hold on a second. So I'm just checking. We got pictures. We've got the updated code. I was working from the right folder the whole time. Good. Excluded those couple of files. Okay, I'm pretty confident we can go live with this one. So we ready?
Did you want the countdown? Let's give people the countdown.
Let's give people the countdown. It's the final countdown.
So at the end of this countdown, Function's going to set all these vaults live. So that is your chance to refresh the page and get in. Okay, you guys ready? I'm gonna do this, and then gives you a chance to do it. Get
You're
ready,
really
guys.
making this suspenseful, crypto buddy.
Oh, okay. You ready?
Ready,
I'm
ready,
ready.
ready.
They're live.
I'm feeling that energy.
All right, we're live, boys. We are live. Everybody, Gangster Finance. It's on the
Let's get
dashboard.
that money.
Let's go.
I'm gonna go click on one of the pages so I can see people's name pops up on the vault.
Yeah, boys. Yeah.
Does it come up when you click on the dashboard? Do they all come up there?
No, the names don't come up on the dashboard yet. I'm still trying to figure out how we can do that properly. I tried that once, and what happened was an entire machine overload. It actually almost crashed my tower. So,
Oh wow, fair enough.
yeah. So there's obviously some efficiency issues there, but yeah, no. So it is something I'm looking into. But the vault's alive, people. Go for it.
Thank you, Don Function.
Thank you, Don.
Thank you, guys. Thank you to all of the gangsters out there that have supported our efforts so far. This is exactly why we keep doing what we're doing, is because everyone out there who got into the V1 vaults, everyone who's getting into the V1.2s, everyone in the Telegram, everyone out there who has supported Gangster in any way, you guys are the ones that make this all possible. You guys are the ones that get us out of bed to get this going. Wow, that was a huge jump in cake. Wow.
Yeah, Marvin said
I just saw that happen. Awesome. Nice.
Cake's
There's already 31
crazy.
cake in the drip pool. Awesome. Beautiful. Woo!
Dang.
Wow.
Full send right there.
Oh, there's
Cake was a
another
good
100.
ball.
Yeah, boy. There it goes. Wow, this is going up.
So what was that, like 400 cakes straight off the bat?
yeah, at least.
Cake was a good vault, huh?
Yeah, people love their cake. People want to have their cake and eat it too.
The Don gives you a vault you can't refuse.
I will give them a vault they cannot refuse.
Oh man!
Wow, bro, 580 cake deposited.
Yeah, I know. That's crazy good.
Just do like 30 seconds. You guys are savages.
Yeah, that's awesome, guys. Wow. That's excellent, guys. Well done. So,
what do you reckon the most popular vault will be out of these 5 then?
Oh, I don't know. Difficult to say. It's fairly contentious between Cake and Die right now, although Cardano's taken a bit of a jump.
How has that jumped? I'm still looking at it.
I think so. I'm not sure.
I think it's jumped.
Either way, I'm pretty sure that all of them are going to be pretty popular. So guys, just to answer a question that I'm actually going to preempt this question. The V1 vaults are not disappearing at all. They're staying there. That's why we've broken the 2 cards into the 2 series there, is so that everybody has these 10 vaults now. It's not just 5, it's 10 vaults. And as I said, we would not do a new vault of an asset that people have already put into a vault. Okay, we're not about that. We're not about about that sort of thing. So that's why we picked these new 5 tokens. And yeah, look, honestly, I hope you guys enjoy them. I hope it really helps out.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it's really
Amazing Strop Waffle has 65% of the vault of cake.
Soldier Screw, he's always acting up. Come on, leave some
That's
for
the
everybody
way,
else.
boy. That's the way.
That's where all your cake came from.
Yeah, Stroop Waffle's a monster. He's been waiting to unleash the
Nice.
bag.
That's fantastic. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and compound just like that, because why not?
There you go.
There
Yeah,
we
you
go.
got something
Beautiful
in there.
compound.
Yeah. All right.
Nice.
So, I guess let's why don't we get on with a giveaway?
Yeah,
Oh.
I'd like to do a giveaway.
Yeah, go on then. What we doing?
Okay. Well, as it turns out, last week I said that anyone who has a gangster name would be eligible for this giveaway that I do.
You did.
So
So what
I
are you
want to
giving
see in the
away?
chat. I want to see in the chat who got a gangster name. But what I'm giving away today is 20 BUSD as a vault
Nice.
transfer on Gangster Finance.
Oh,
Ooh.
wow, that's a nice one.
Yeah. So who's going to get $20? Who's going to get $20? Let's see.
Me.
Spin the wheel, please, crypto buddy. Let's see it. Let's see it happen.
He's getting his 20.
Who's
getting the 20?
The $20?
Who's Johnny Cash? I like the name, man.
Jolly
Yeah,
Cash. That is
absolutely.
awesome. Woo! All
Jolly
right.
Cat.
Jolly Cash. Let's find Jolly Cash and send some BUSD then. Well done, Jolly Cash.
Jolly Cash just plucked a 20. Nice.
Extra $20 for Johnny Cash.
Hey, how's that name spelled again? I need case sensitive. Let's have a look.
It's Jolly Cash.
Okay, cool. Lowercase c. That's why. All right, sweet. Let's get this happening then. Coin vaults. Go to vaults. Here we go.
When you transfer, there's no 10% fees if you do it inside vaults, is there?
Correct.
Ooh,
Very
free
nice.
cash.
There you go.
Free cash.
Jolly
from
Cash. Your prize is on
Roller's in
its
the
way to the
building.
vault.
Hey, Roller. Love to see you over here, brother.
Good to see you in the chat there, Roller. All
That's the
right.
guy right there. That's an OG right there.
Nice.
What's that, Roller? You want to see some money, Roller?
There's the money.
I fucking love that one.
There we go. That's the money. That's a brilliant clip. I love it. All right. So yeah. Oh wow. Look, that vol is just continually going up. Nice. All right.
Yeah, wait.
So yeah, prize has been issued. Yeah. So
We did.
I guess let's say I said earlier today we're going to keep this one nice and short and sweet. Let everybody get back to doing what they're doing, get in the vaults, and keep doing their crypto. So I guess there's only one more thing to do, and that is, guys, is there any questions that the audience would like to ask us before we finish out today?
Yeah. Like, do we need anyone want to know anything else about the MGE? How the token's going to work? Oh, interesting. Okay. And because you're partnered with Sidekick, aren't you?
Yes.
Can these do buybacks to Sidekick as well? Be put into the Sidekick vault?
Yes.
If that was an option. So could that be done with anything? Like any vault at all? You can top up vault.
So here's how it works. Basically, now Sidekick is a little bit of an interesting one, and I'll explain how that works too.
Okay.
So when the buyback happens, okay, it calls a trade method through PancakeSwap. It uses the PancakeSwap router. So that's actually a key difference in the vaults. No, there is no OGX minting with these new vaults. OGX is only minted by the original 5 vaults. Okay, OGX is still a loyalty token. It is still planned that we are having a use case with it. Okay, so at this point, guys, it is still in accumulation mode. Nothing has changed about OGX. Okay, just keep on going.
There's plans for that later on down the road.
That's right. So with that in mind, where were we?
talking about the Sidekick and how that's different.
That's right, yeah, and how the swap works. Okay, cool. So yeah, when the buyback happens, it goes through the Pancake router. So the only tokens that we can't really do at the moment is the ones that incur a fee on transfer. Okay.
Okay.
So things like FEG token, for example, we couldn't do one of those in a buyback because they incur a 10% fee. It's a little bit tricky in the code to work, and it would have pushed out release time. So that's why we've gone with these other 5 core assets, though. So with Sidekick, the SK token would go into the Gangster Reserve, just like any other buyback token would. And what we'd actually have to do is we'd have to write another special little adapter that actually stakes it into XSK before it goes into the drip pool. But yes, realistically speaking, funds from the reserve can be turned into basically whatever token we need, and we can drop it where we need as well. Just to let people know, though, the reserve is actually only callable by whitelisted contracts. Okay, so human addresses or EOAs, externally owned addresses, are not able to withdraw the funds themselves. So not even I. The only things that can is contracts that we, the team, add to the reserve whitelist. Okay, so that'll be things like the processing contract that does the dispersal into the drip pools. Okay. But yeah, realistically speaking, there is a means and ways to do it with a lot of different tokens. And what the beauty of this is as well, is that we can actually change the token that we're buying back in the vaults as well. So if there's, say, a new partnership on the horizons, or if there's, a new project out there that we want a piece of, then, collectively as the Gangster Finance community, people can speak up. We can always have a look at things, and the point is that we have the flexibility to modify those options. But yeah, it's all for you guys. It's all for yous.
So are these going to be the last 5 vaults, or are we going to expand any more, or is the next step the MGE and then focusing on the ecosystem around that?
So I think at this point, now that we've got the 10 vaults active, we're actually going to stick with these 10 vaults for now. Then we're going to press on with the MGE, and then after that is when it really becomes ecosystem building. Okay, so the 10 vaults, MGE, ecosystem building. That's the way we're going.
And then I take it a step or two after that is then developing a use case, which we sort of have an idea for, but later on down the road, that will be when that all comes in.
Yeah. Well, ultimately, the use case might very well come along earlier in the piece too. It all depends on what I get up to in the code. So
keeping us guessing.
Yeah. That's right. Don Function keeps you guessing all the time. Hey, roller! Shout out to all R4L OG rollers, gangsters, and heroes. Damn right, we got the best vaults in town. So yeah, guys, is there any more questions before we finish up here today? Come on, audience. Any other questions?
There was the one about tokenomics for the MGE coming up.
I know how to get questions. All right, guys, no more questions.
Okay. So at this point in time, so the tokenomics for the upcoming MGE coin identical to SK. So GFI, we're going to try and keep it as original as possible. But of course, I am looking through the code to find if there is anything that could be tuned specifically for Gangster Finance. But to shorten the answer, I don't think there will be many major differences, maybe just a few minor ones.
Yeah, yes. For the most part, you're going to have
that's actually something that I do want to make special mention of, is that when GFI does go ahead, okay, as we said last week, people will be able to stake GFI into XGFI, and I will be opening a special XGFI vault.
Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah. So in truth, we're actually going to have 11 vaults. Okay.
So what
We're gonna have
sort of percentage of GFI would you like to see in that vault?
Oh,
100.
You think
I want to
if you think
see.
Sidekick, we got 50. What are we now? 53,
We've,
56%.
we had over 56%, and I'm
Ooh,
pretty sure that number is actually still cruising up right now. So I want to see at least 30%, if not more. I want to see 40. I want to see 50. I want to see it going upways. We can do this, gangsters.
We got
I
a good
reckon we're
Sidekick
feasting around
numbers. Yeah, dude. I'm looking for 75%.
Oh, now that'd be
at
pretty
least.
good. That would be pretty good. Yeah. Wow, guys, look at this. We are about to break 600K. We're less than 6K away from 600K total deposited since day one. This is beautiful, guys. Well done, every one of you gangsters.
Hey, Don Function, is the XGFI vault gonna have the buybacks as well? Like,
Ooh.
That I will
Is
answer
interesting.
later on. I'm honestly
right,
not
right.
sure. Okay, that's a tough question. I'll get back to
Yeah,
you on
yeah.
that one.
I'll bring in the heat.
All
Sorry.
right. No, you're all good. No, good questions. Good questions. But you do got to anticipate that I will need some time if it's a tough one. So yeah.
So
with this in
around
mind,
the GFI, around the GFI token, apart from the vaults, is there anything else that you could give away which you're thinking of doing, or is with the token?
oh, actually, yeah. There is one more quick shout out giveaway that we can do today, and then I think we will actually call it quits from now. Okay. So audience, anyone in the chat who does not have a gangster name right now, put your BNB address and your desired gangster name in the chat right now.
Oh, that's
We're going to
awesome.
pick some randoms to get their gangster names.
That's nice of you,
Ooh.
Function. You're a good guy.
That's right. Yeah. So, BNB address and your desired gangster name in the chat right now. That's what we want to see. Okay. Anybody who doesn't have a gangster name right now, okay, put it in the chat, and we're going to pick some randoms.
Nice.
All
I
right.
think everyone here might have gangster names. Oh no,
Yeah.
B&B Andy. Grant some
Yeah,
free
that's
names. I want to be promoted.
You are already promoted.
Is Marvin joking? Does he have his name?
Wait, Marvin, do you not have a name? Come on,
Because he wrote
man.
"Gimme, Gimme." I don't know if he was being
Yeah.
silly or not.
Yeah, Don,
Put
gimme,
your
gimme.
address. Put your address and name in there, and yeah, you might get selected.
Yeah, BSC
As I said, desired gangster name, because whatever you put next to your address is what I'm going to put as the name.
Ooh, nice.
Of course, it is always open to change later on. Oh, okay. You know
There he
what?
is.
Perfect.
You are first off the bat, so you know what? You're just going to get one because you're awesome. You know, you've been asking questions, you've been in the chat today, so yeah, you know what? You get one straight off the bat.
In fact,
Let's
I think
do
we
it.
should do this from now
Actually,
on.
you know what? Yeah, you
We
know
should do
what?
this from now on.
Let's
You
do it.
gotta have a gangster name to be in the competitions from now on. I think that's a good start.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
and you know what? Additionally, to help the uptake with it, each week we're going to give away one gangster name on the stream. From now on, one gangster name each stream that we do.
That's
First
awesome.
one to comment.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
So
We need more.
yeah. So Marvin, I will hook you up with that name shortly after the stream. Yeah, that will then begin to show whenever you do those glorious deposits and rolls.
Lovely. And that's also going to be linked to. Isn't that going to be linked to maybe a profile later on down the road?
That's something that I've been looking into, is whether we can build a profile page or not. So I've got some pretty cool ideas around that, but more on that later.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
yeah.
Easter egg there. Easter egg.
Indeed. Yes. So, guys, look, this has been absolutely fun. It's been awesome to share these new vaults with you guys today. And as I said, look, I really hope that that every gangster out there gets some great use case. I hope that everybody, gets in nice and well. And of course, please join the Telegram community at Gangster Finance or t.me/Gangster Finance. Make sure you subscribe to Crypto Buddy if you haven't already. He is our official YouTuber, Crypto Buddy. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss when we're doing these streams. Hit the bell icon, do everything you got to do, and absolutely smash the like button for us as well. It definitely helps.
Thanks, buddy.
Thanks, Don Function, for giving us a nice, safe place to get some juicy APYs on our good coins.
That's what we're all about, guys. That's what we're all about. Alrighty, guys. Thank you very much for joining in, guys. We'll see you next stream.
Cool.
Yeah, bye, gangster. Thanks, everyone.
Take it easy, guys.
Bye. Bye.
Using that cryptocurrency game, boys. Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum. Shit, I'm even in one called Butthole Coin. Look, it's called blockchain. You wouldn't get it. I've been doing this for 3 weeks, so yeah, I'm sort of an expert. God, I knew this was a bubble. God, I knew it! A 500, baby, never a doubt. Oh no, it's crashing. It's crashing! I'm seriously thinking about putting everything I got into it. Shit. Woo! No.